AP, Beijing authorities relaxed antivirus regulations in a few locations but upheld China's strict zero-COVID approach on Monday in response to crowds calling for President Xi Jinping to step down amid demonstrations against restrictions that force millions of people to stay in their homes. The protests in criticism of Xi, the largest manifestation of dissent to the in-charge Communist Party in decades, went unreported by the authorities. Police deployed pepper spray at demonstrators in Shanghai and battled to put an end to protests in other places, including the capital Beijing, but it was unclear how many people were detained. According to the official China news service, Wang Daguang, a city official in charge of epidemic prevention, passages must stay clear for medical transportation, emergency escapes, and rescues. China's case counts have remained lower than those of the United States and other major nations thanks to zero COVID, which strives to isolate every sick person. However, other residents claim they have been confined to their homes for up to 4 months and that there aren't enough stable food supply. Last month, the ruling party made a commitment to limit zero-COVID disruption by altering quarantine and other regulations. But as an increase in infections forced governments to tighten rules, public acceptance is waning, fueling worries that aggressive enforcement is harming the public. The People's Daily, the newspaper of the ruling party, urged the effective implementation of its antivirus campaign, suggesting that Xi's administration had no intention of reversing course. The prevention and control strategy has completely proven that each version has withstood the test of practice, according to facts, a People's Daily analyst stated. On Monday, Guangzhou, the largest epicenter of the most recent outbreak of infections in China, made the announcement that some of its citizens would no longer be subject to mandatory mass testing. The necessity to save resources was mentioned. After at least 10 people perished in an apartment building fire in Urumqi on Thursday, protests spread to at least 8 significant cities. That protest was put down by police using pepper spray, but on Sunday, more people protested there. A reporter witnessed an unidentified person being arrested and then being transported away in a police bus. Social media videos posted elsewhere showed protesters scuffle with police wearing white protective suits or tearing down barricades that had been used to section off neighborhoods. The videos claimed to have been shot in Nanjing, in the east, Chongqing, and Chengdu, in the southwest, among other cities. The Associated Press was unable to confirm whether or where any of those protests actually took place. The deaths of 2 children, whose parents claimed that antivirus protections hampered attempts to get emergency medical assistance, earlier drew public ire toward the ruling party. No information was provided on whether inhabitants in high-risk areas would be permitted to leave their houses.